That's what I'm saying. But personally, at this moment, I don't feel like I have to prove that to myself. That's why I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
My question is, how can you turn off and on owing yourself to be better? That's all.
How can I turn myself? That's a hell of a question, bro. You and I both can attest to this. You and I both used to be really skinny back in the day. We used to be tall, just skinny kids, right? I was 170 and I moved myself up to like from 170 to 200 just by constantly working out, constantly eating, and you did your thing. But that required a lot of self-discipline. I ate when I didn't want to eat and I lifted when I didn't want to lift. And I know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm kind of complacent, is because I know
the work it takes to maintain that. And you almost don't want to do it.
I know I have it in me. It's just like at this moment, I was like, nah, I'm not.
That's what I'm saying though, because you know the work it takes to bring that out of you.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't want to, like, I personally don't want to add that to my schedule already as of right now, like
because of the circumstances of your life. But let me ask you this, Ali. If not day one, then it's always going to be one day. And if you don't say, yeah, I could literally start tracking my macros tomorrow. Waiting 3 weeks when I get my routine. I should start doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't, just like you can't, whenever you see, like, I hate when people are complacent. I want them to be better. Like, I want that for them. I want you to track your macros for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see you being like, well, I'll do it when I'm comfortable. And I'm like, all right, like, do it when you're comfortable then. And again, I'll be honest, bro, you saying, because I don't want to put it on my plate right now, that you limiting yourself. And you as a leader of men should understand the implications of what it means when your subordinates limit themselves.
But what do I have to prove right now besides proving something to myself?
What do you have to, you only have yourself to prove yourself to.
But that's what I'm saying. But personally, at this moment, I don't feel like I have to prove that to myself. That's why I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
My question is, how can you turn off and on owing yourself to be better? That's all.
How can I turn myself? That's a hell of a question, bro.
How can you turn off and on trying to make yourself better? That's all. And here, if you truly think,
because that's my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because that's like, as of right now, like, getting better in that sense is not a priority.
But it's not a priority. Why? Because you think tracking your food or maintaining your physique is going to overwhelm your certain situation and circumstances. Like, you're just going to overwhelm.
I mean,
you?
Not just that. It's just I feel like I don't need it. I don't need to at the moment because I'm not struggling like with my health at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having a hard time breathing. I'm not having a hard time. Like, I'm not like having any like I don't need like a CPAP machine. I don't need.
Right. So you're okay with being good though.
At the moment, yeah, I am.
But that's the thing, is at the moment, I can't stand that mindset. Like, I personally,
I get what you're
at
saying,
the moment, it's the same thing when you see the people you talked about at the beginning, when you see your friends or your contemporaries or anybody, when you see them just being complacent, there's a part of you that's like, you realize how much better you could be if you just did a little more.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And their level of complacency, though, is justified no different than yours and saying, but I'm okay with where I'm at.
Well, okay.
Because I'm living like a king, unlike my ancestors.
I see the correlation with that, but the difference is I'm not like going around or like I'm not like conflicted person saying, I wish I looked better. I wish, you know what I'm saying? That's like.
But do you think they are?
I've seen it, yeah. Like with specific people, I was like,
okay, I was gonna say, do you think there may be, though, the same way I may be projecting onto you that you should be better, but you're like, but I'm okay with this? Is there maybe a certain level of you projecting onto those people?
Yeah, and that's a flaw. That's a flaw on me.
100%.
That's a flaw on me at that point.
I shouldn't be telling you, Ali, get a six pack, be ripped, be better. Who am I to tell you that?
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you that guaranteed, you and I both know if you track your food or implement a little bit more discipline, you could be even better than where you're currently at. And you could be saying the same thing to me with respect to certain aspects of my life. But ultimately, I try my due diligence to make sure my fitness and my nutrition is always taken care of, no different than my day job.
Absolutely.
Because those are fundamental precepts of your day-to-day that have to be taken care of so you can find that fulfillment and find that self-worth, which will increase your self-awareness, which will allow yourself to ask the hard questions, which full circle will make your life that much better overall. Because you're able to do those things, because you're able to utilize those tools that you now have at your disposal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, whenever you're ready though, we'll get that nutrition shit taken
100%,
care of.
yeah. And I know it's gonna make you mad, but I think I'm gonna start whenever I get this new job.
Start whenever you want, bro. It ain't gonna make me mad. It's gonna make me just no different than you disappointed in those who you wish would take that initiative now. It's just going to make me every minute until you take that initiative a little disgruntled knowing that's a day wasted. That's another day wasted.
I get what you're saying. No,
but it's up to you, bro. It's up to you. I will never cast judgment on somebody.
You still love me at the end of the day.
I'll love you at the end of the day, always, bro. But deep down, I'll be like, I could have loved him.
You could be 3 weeks ahead than you are.
I could have loved a 3 weeks ahead more Ali Harb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. But the thing about me, bro, is like whenever I'm locked in, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like I got that Mamba mentality. You know what I'm saying? If I need, like, I'll be obsessed with my goal until that goal is finished.
But can you be locked in for life? That's the question.
Self-discipline. How disciplined am I going to be when I'm 34? I have no idea.
So do you see, though, when you ask me, Mitch, why do you do it? Why do you do it? Why don't you give yourself a break? Why don't you indulge? Why? Like, I do. I'm not going to act like I'm some savage who's robotic. And
you are a savage, though.
But I'll sit there upstairs, right? Like, I'll sit there and in between clients, like, I'll watch like an hour-long video of like just an MMA podcast and just legit decompress and sit down and relax, right? I consider that no different than you on fantasy football, somebody watching the Kardashians, XYZ.
Yeah.
It's just about finding what makes you okay with that decompression, but still allowing you to maintain that savagery. Personally, it's not about getting the six-pack stain ripped. It's about knowing every day I made a commitment to myself on some Mamba mentality shit where I'm not just going to do it for this week, for this month, for this year. I'm going to do this for life.
Yeah. And one thing about Mamba mentality, because I read his book last year after he passed away.
R.I.P.
I think about him every single day, man, honestly.
R.I.P.
But he said he was so obsessed with basketball that every single thing that he would do, he would try to do it in a way
that related to basketball.
In a way that he would get better at basketball.
Right.
And that's what I like to do too, as well, is like with fantasy football. My biggest decompression is Fortnite, bro. Like that game has been out for 4 years now.
But here's the thing. Can you and I, given your MMR at this point, get some dubs on Fortnite right now on duos?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm decent at Fortnite, but I haven't played it so long that my MMR is probably shite.
You're pretty good at
Bro, I played Fortnite when it first came out. Adam Pruitt, you know Adam Pruitt, right?
Yeah.
Jacob Fender, all those fools who were nasty at gaming, who were playing Fortnite for the longest and were nasty at it. I introduced them to Fortnite. Ask them.
Well, No, I really fuck with Fortnite, and I don't play it as much as I used to.
But that decompressive outlet.
I think Fortnite makes me better, like in life in general. And I'll explain it to you. Like, this is what I was telling Tony about earlier this week when I was like, I kind of want to talk about video games a little bit. I give credit to staying calm in very stressful situations, especially in basic training, bro. Like that shit was toxic, was literally because of Fortnite. Not like 100%, but like that played a huge part in it. Getting into those extremely stressful build battles.
Your heart is literally,
especially
when it's top three.
Your hand is shaking and everything like that. When you just kill someone, you're just like, you're drinking your water like that. It's like staying calm in those situations
prepares you.
So stuff like that, like playing a game that I would feel like kind of gives me faster reflexes and staying calm in a situation, like in stressful situations.
It can translate over into real life.
But that's me decompressing. That's me like just like doing something on my own time, feeling better. Like just, you know what I'm saying, kind of getting away from everything. But I'm still kind of getting better in the different aspects of my life by doing something that I like to do as a stress reliever. Fantasy football, I love football. It helps me debate football. You know what I'm saying? Like helps me just like 0.03, whatever, and you know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. So I try to do stuff like whenever I'm just like decompressing, just like
that is still going to make you better in some way, shape, or form.
If I'm watching TV to wind down the day. I'm watching a documentary about something I like.
And I agree, bro, with video gaming.
Just knowing what could happen.
And the thing is,
getting third partied in the middle of a fight, like all that shit.
What's crazy is our ancestors had to experience that same feeling of anxiety, of stress, of your heart beating, but their life was actually on the line.
Exactly, yeah.
So when I think about why do you do it, you know, how do you maintain savagery, all this shit is because at any given moment back in the day, you had to earn your life every day. It could be taken at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you being an Army guy, you being a National Guard guy. Bro, I have a picture I shared on Facebook the other day. Imagine being one of those young 17-year-olds on that ship going to Omaha Beach.
Yeah, indeed. Exactly.
Like, could you imagine the minute you start hearing vroom, 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 and you start seeing motherfuckers drop around you and you're on the front line and now the only option is go forward into the middle of death. Like, it makes you appreciate being able to experience that through Fortnite vicariously rather than having to actually endure it in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still low-key get a level of the wisdom gained through that experience without actually having to experience it.
100%. And that's why I feel like every morning I went up to each and every single person with a smile. It's like, good morning. Good morning. Because just kind of let them know, it's like, yeah, we're still here. It's the end of November in Oklahoma. It's freezing outside. We're in like shorts and a t-shirt. But let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a good time.
Let's embrace the suck.
Dude, I'm telling you, that little phrase right there, embracing the suck, turns that frown upside down.
Literally, if you're in the middle of doing something and you have to do it, why not go full blown?
Yeah.
Because how you do anything is how you do everything. And if you wash the dishes like a dirt bag, you're gonna do everything else like a dirt bag.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, bro, if you can maintain that positive outlook in the most dire of circumstances, like enduring basic training, then you can maintain that positive outlook when you become a civilian and are enduring little things like tracking your macronutrients onto your plate of digestion.
100%, bro. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's been many times where my basic and AIT's like, bro, when I get back home, it's a wrap. Like life, like this, because you for real, like, realize
it's humbling.
The civilian life is a privilege. You know what I'm saying? Because there were some times, like especially my AIT training, that was the worst. That was 10 times worse than basic. Like only going from my room to the cafeteria to school for 6 months straight, eating the same 2 meals a day, the sweaty ass hot dog and the stupid ass French toast every single day for 6 months. In my head, I was like, bro, when I get back home, I'm never gonna complain about, damn, it's 3 a.m. I gotta get up at 6 a.m. for work.
So when you start telling me I don't want to track my macros because I'm good, I'm just thinking, bro.
Because I don't have that motivation
But you don't have the motivation because you're not privy to the actual prestige you'll feel after implementing it. That's
Absolutely.
what I'm saying.
And you're right. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I 100% agree with you. Like, you're right.
Bro, the hard part is you acknowledge, like the hard part is for most people is eating the same meals every day.
Yeah.
The hard part is for most people is enduring the hardship because they've never endured hardship before. You've done all that.
Yeah.
So for you, it's just doing it. That's why for me, I'm seeing it's like, it's little effort compared to what you've already experienced.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I know it's frustrating you so much. And the reason why I'm like just so nonchalant about it is because I know I can do it. It's just like, okay, cool. I'm going to just do it then. I'm going to do this.
Okay, so look, all I'm saying is every time you try to give optimal advice to someone else, you have to recognize if they don't heed that advice, the feeling I'm feeling right now is exactly what you were feeling today.
Yeah, I'm already feeling it. Exactly, yeah. But let me remind you though, the difference of the situation
is your extracurricular.
I'm not over here complaining about I'm, like how I look or where I'm at. It'd be different if I came up to you or if I talked to you. It's like, bro, like I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? I just gained 10 pounds. I'm losing my figure. And but then you tell me all this stuff and I'm just like, still nah. Then I would expect you to be like, all right, bro, then don't fucking talk to me about it.
Right, literally.
But like the fact is like, hey, I'm cool with where I'm at now.
So it is what it is.
For another few more weeks. And then once I get on it, I'm gonna get on it.
So if the people you were trying to make more optimal in whatever field that you're trying to make them more optimal, if they gave you that same response, how do you think you would react? Like it's still not good enough? Or would you feel like, all right, that's good? Like, because for me, when I hear you say that, I'm like, bro,
yeah,
that's genius. Like that really makes sense. But it doesn't take away from the fact, fact.
Yeah. It doesn't take away the outcome of like what, of how, yeah.
Okay, good. But I'll tell you what, you should be able then to sleep better at night if someone was able to articulate to you like, hey, bro, I'm good. Like, I know I could be healthier. I know I could do this. But like right now, because of my life circumstances, I just can't.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I really do appreciate you giving me that type of like advice and wisdom because I'm like that with like, for example, my little brother. Stuff like that is like literally what you're doing to me is like what I would do to my brother. You know what I'm saying? And like, you need people like that in your life. It's like, hey, I know you're doing good. Hey, I fuck with what you're doing. But let me give you like +5 more points on this. Like what you know what I'm saying?
Imagine if you were just +5 a little better.
Yeah.